Hey guys, I'm currently recording from my phone right now just because I wanted to get probably the best quality out of this, and I don't think my computer over there can handle it. So yeah, let's begin. Um, I want to talk about the 5-year anniversary of this channel. It's something that's been on my mind for quite a while recently. 5 years on YouTube, 5 years being a consistent content creator. It's It's a lot. I'm not gonna lie. 5 years worth of videos. I think I produced like 663 videos or something like that. Last I checked, of course. So I wanted to go into some of the history behind the channel and some of the choices I made, as well as getting to know who I am, as well as who the team is surrounding this project. So how I started my YouTube channel. The Unknown was what it was called at the time. I was 12 years old at the time. I was going to be 13, so I didn't think too much of it. But I would say the most driving thing was just seeing all these other content creators: Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Dan TDM, 8-Bit Ryan at the time. Those are just the ones I can list off my head right now. They were the driving features in me being like, oh hey, I could probably do this. So I did. I wanted to try and do something fun and creative, and I thought, okay, start a channel. But the thing was, I didn't want anyone to know about it. I didn't want anyone I know to know that I was a YouTuber of any sort, so I sort of hid the channel from even my closest family. My family didn't know that I had the channel. And then not long after I started the channel, I made the conscious decision to rename it to Time Traveler 65. The name itself comes from a Roblox username that I created back in 2013. And I think I was just about to record my first Roblox video when I decided, people are going to know who I am from this, so why not just change the name to Time Traveler 65? And I did, and we've been going with the name for about 5 years now, because it was like, I don't know, maybe a few months after I started the channel or something. So it wasn't groundbreaking at the time, but it was definitely something that I was considering, and I'm really glad that I did. What was it like to record for me during that time? And by time, I mean back when I was first starting out on YouTube. I had this recording software called NCH System or something like that. It was great to start off with. It was never great for the long run, and I realized that now as a matter of fact. Because back when I was recording, and the more I look back on my footage, I just see this absolute garbage. It definitely was not up to par, in my opinion. I just kept uploading raw footage and just sending it straight to YouTube, and that was what I thought was good. Looking back at it now, it probably wasn't the best. How far have I come? Well, looking back on everything, I've gone through, I think, 4 different recording softwares. NCH, Plays TV, OBS, and Xbox Game Bar. So those were the 4 main ones. I use the last 2 to this day. It depends on what I'm doing. So like if I'm recording like funny moments or whatnot, then I'll use OBS. But if I'm recording stuff like breaking down the soundtrack, then I'll use Game Bar, because I want to get the maximum frames that I can, and I want to get like the cleanest shots that I can. And OBS just doesn't offer that for me currently. But in terms of how far I've come, I've definitely seen a growth both in myself and in the channel. I used to be this person who would just sit in their room talking to their game set mic and be like, "Hey guys, Time Travel. What is going on to YouTube? Time Traveler 65 here, and today we're gonna be playing some Roblox." That was me, and so definitely upgrading all my equipment. I use nothing from when I first started. Nothing on my computer has stuck with me through the 5 years. So definitely getting upgrades was over needed. It was overdue basically for the time, and I'm really glad that I did get the upgrades, because now I'm able to do bigger, better content, and I'm just able to have fun. Able to do live streams now. Able to do videos that I'm actually thoroughly happy with. And yeah, it's just fun stuff like that. Where can I grow? So from my time on the channel, I've grown a lot stronger in terms of multiplayer gameplay, and I've gotten better at doing single-player content, but I'm not fully up to par. I would say that my single-player content and my editing skills need a lot of work, and I think that's where I can grow the most, as well as being on top of community, reaching out to the community, taking community input, and putting it into the videos. So definitely I think that's where I can improve and where I need to improve the most. What are my favorite moments on the channel? Definitely lily pads. Rip the Barrel, lily pads, my submission. Probably one of the greatest things to ever happen to me and the channel. I remember I was just discussing this with Elijah, and he didn't even know that I was in Una's Honest video. So it was really cool to be featured. And for those of you watching in the future right now, past when Una's Honest is living, let me give you the rundown. Una's Honest is a channel currently, that had a mission to set out to make a video one day for an entire year straight. And they did that. They're on their way to doing that. I think they just crossed their 100 days left mark, and so they're going to keep going down and down and down. But there was this contest being held, a music contest, where people submitted music, covers, original songs, and whatnot for the barrel, Mark's van that got destroyed by Ethan, of course. So I submitted something that I just finished, and it was probably one of the greatest things that I've ever done. It was a last-minute thing, it was a rash judgment, but yeah, I think it was definitely worth it in the end. One of my other favorite moments is Playtime with Puppies, which I don't think I'll ever be able to record again. It was just so fun. Playtime with Puppies was just one of those fun videos where if I could, I would record it again and again and again. It was just so fun being out with all the puppies. I think we recorded that Thanksgiving Day or something like that, when we had all the puppies over and they were still little. Now they're not so little anymore. So yeah, I would definitely go back and record that again, but I don't think there are going to be any with the 4 dogs together. That would be incredibly hard. The last favorite moment I have on the channel is probably the what's it called? The Thomas the Tank Engine video from Gmod, which is one of the most popular videos on the channel. Just that alone was so fun to record. We just got into a Gmod world, and I just found this gun beforehand, and I'm like, okay, sure, why not? Let's test it out. And I wasn't expecting it to explode the way it did, but I'm really happy that it did, because it drew a lot of attention to it, but it also brought a few of our community members now. So yeah, I'd say those are my top 3 favorite moments on the channel in total, both statistically and just from my personal experience. So who am I and who is the team? I'm Noah. I'm the main creator on the channel. I do all the solo videos and the live streams and the multiplayer videos. If you see a video in it, I'm most likely in it. Except for Elijah Out of Context, which I wasn't the star in, but oh well. I gave Elijah a spotlight. He still loves that video to this day. So who am I exactly? I am a shy kid diagnosed with severe ADHD. And I say this because it gets in the way of making videos a lot of the times, and most likely if a video's off schedule or late or I'm working behind schedule, you could thank my ADHD for that. But other than that, I'm a theater kid, I'm a bit of a nerd. I am also a beginner game dev, and I'm also a music composer. I love to write music in my free time. You can also find my new album, Beginner's Guide, on Bandcamp.com. TimeTraveler65.bandcamp.com. I can't believe I had to read that. I couldn't remember. I get the two confused all the time. So now going to the team. And by team, I mean the people that I've been working with for a long time. So who is Elijah? Elijah is basically my right-hand man on this channel. He's with me through thick and thin. He is my graphic designer who makes a lot of my thumbnails, and I'll credit him whenever he makes it. So if you see in the description thumbnail done by Elijah, then I'll give him the credit. But he's also a really good a good person to bounce ideas off of. We were talking a lot about different ideas that we wanted to do for the channel in particular, and I was we're always bouncing ideas back and forth. So who is Jonathan? Oh boy, alright. I'm sorry, Jonathan, if you're watching this. Jonathan is an overall goofball. He says basically anything that's on his mind. Anything that just comes to his head just ends up getting spit out of his mouth. We have a lot of moments like that on the channel where he just says whatever. I'll put one up in particular that I'm thinking of.
Ah, Desert Eagle. Yes. Typical. Ballistic knives.
Thank you, Editor Noah. But he's also really good to rely on when it comes to coming up with ideas. He definitely has his fair share of ideas, and he's also another really good person to bounce off of when Elijah is not available or cannot make it to a video session. Now let's talk about Fran. Oh boy, Fran. Francesca is another content creator that I work with. She has her own channel, Fransters. She has her community in the Franiverse. She also Twitch streams where she is a lot more well liked than me. I'm not gonna take that personally. But she also is a really good person. She also likes to hop in on videos and do stupid stuff. And we'll every once in a while get fueled by Elijah reacting to that stupid stuff and joining in. But other than that, she really supports me in what I do. She is full on enjoys making videos with us, except for when we make bad remarks, in which case she's like, I wish I never knew you people. But other than that, yeah, I'd say that's the entire team of people that I've been working with since the early beginnings of the channel. So yeah, I think that's all that I pretty much want to say here. I am super thankful to be making this video. If you told my 9-year-old self that I'd be making a video on my 5-year anniversary on YouTube, I don't think I would have believed you. Because just in my head, I didn't know what YouTube was at the time, but also, I was such a shy person. I never even believed in making friends a whole lot. But now, I've never been one to step into the spotlight, and I always get so nervous and anxious and shy around new people. And that's why I think I will never do a meet and greet unless it's arranged by someone else. Because I cannot, I would get, so nervous around people I don't know. And Francesca's the same way. Even though she's an extrovert around her friends, she's a total introvert when it comes to new people. So, yeah, I'd say that's everything that I want to talk about here. I just want to thank you everyone so much for giving me the opportunity to be here today and to talk about this. It's currently 11 o'clock at night. I just wasn't satisfied with the videos I've made before this. I've made this video probably, 3 times? I just said no to each because I just didn't like it. But I think just sitting down, giving myself a few prompts that I want to touch on, and just letting it flow in front of the camera, that's probably the best thing I've done yet. I stutter on words so much. But yeah, I do want to thank everyone so much for 5 years, for being here for 5 years on the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
Hi. Editor Noah here. So, I just really wanted to talk about some things that weren't really mentioned in the video. And that was sort of the gratefulness I feel for having what almost is 180 subscribers. As of recording this, we're at 179. So, and I haven't done a milestone in so long. It's partially because I've been so busy and wrapped up in things, and also I just don't have the time or the ideas to go for a milestone. So I just sort of wanted to make sure that you guys knew that I'm not pushing away the community anyway. I still love to respond to you guys, still love to say hi to you guys, so if you're reading this, say hi in the comments down below. But also, the video that's coming up next. So I wanted to quickly go over that because this video was my personal depth into the channel. This is from a personal look at what I see through the channel. The next video that you're about to see is a 40-minute video of Elijah and I just taking a stroll through memory lane, seeing what we thought were some of the greater moments, and then adding Francesca into the mix, and just getting an overall scale for the channel. But yeah, thank you everybody so much for watching. I'll catch y'all later. Bye bye.